Hi everyone, it's Agnieszka Murdoch. Welcome to English with Aga. In this video, we're talking about I am, I was, I have been, and I had been. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. You can also get a free grammar booklet from the link in the video description. So in this video, I will explain the difference between I am, I was, I have been, and I had been. And we're going to do some practice exercises at the end as well. So let's get started. So I am in Rome. That means right now, in this moment, I am in Rome. I was in Rome is the past simple. It's about a specific moment in the past, and it's not true now. So I was in Rome last week. I was in Rome last year. Usually, when we use the past simple, we specify when something happened. I was in Rome 2 months ago. I have been in Rome for 2 days. That's the present perfect. So I arrived in Rome 2 days ago and I am still in Rome now. So I have been in Rome for 2 days is the whole period of time between 2 days ago and now. It's something that started in the past and is still true now. I have been in Rome for 2 days. So what is the difference between I have been in Rome and I am in Rome? I have been is about the whole period of 2 days. I have been in Rome for 2 days. We're talking about when it started, now, and the whole period between the 2 points in time. I am in Rome is just about the present. So that is the difference. The present perfect is about the whole period up until now and now. The present simple is just about now. How about this one? I have been to Rome. That's also the present perfect, but it has a different meaning. It means at some point in the past I went to Rome, but I'm not saying when. The most important thing is that it's a completed action. It happened sometime in the past and it's finished. I'm not saying exactly when it happened. I have been to Rome at some point in my life. So what's the difference between I have been to Rome and I was in Rome? The difference between the present perfect and the past simple is that in the present perfect, it doesn't matter when it happened. But in the past simple, we usually talk about a specific moment in the past, and often we say when it happened. So I was in Rome 2 years ago. The specific moment is 2 years ago. I have been to Rome. It's sometime in the past, but it doesn't matter when. I had been in Rome for 2 days. That's the past perfect. I had been. So here, the past perfect is for something that started 2 days before something else in the past. So I had been in Rome for 2 days when you arrived. You arrived in the past and I arrived in Rome 2 days before that. So it's something before something else in the past. So had been is about the period of time when it started, so 2 days before you arrived and up until the moment when you arrived and including that moment. So when you arrived last week, I had already been in Rome for 2 days. So what's the difference between I had been in Rome for 2 days and I have been in Rome for 2 days? So I have been is the present perfect. It started in the past and it's still true now. So it's between the past and up until now, including now. I had been in Rome is the past perfect. It doesn't include now. It only is about the period of time between one action starting in the past and leading up to another thing also in the past. I had been to Rome. That's another use of the past perfect. It just means that I went to Rome at some point in the past. It doesn't matter when, and it refers to another moment in the past. So when we went to Paris 5 years ago, I had already been to Rome. That means that at that point in the past, 5 years ago, I had been to Rome. Sometime before that, sometime during my life before my trip to Paris, but I'm not saying when. I had been to Rome. I have been to Rome. I have been includes now. I had been doesn't include now. It includes another point in the past. So before our trip to Paris 5 years ago, I had been to Rome. In my whole life, up until now, I have been to Rome. It includes the present moment. Now it's time for a practice exercise. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to my channel and get your free English grammar booklet from the link underneath this video. What's the correct answer? I am, I was, I have been, or I had been. I, in Madrid. It's very sunny here today. What's the answer? I am in Madrid. I'm just talking about today, so the present moment. It's the present simple. Last Thursday, I, in Madrid for a couple of weeks. What's the answer? I had been. We're talking about the whole period of time between when I arrived in Madrid and last Thursday. So it's the past perfect. I, in Madrid last summer. I was in Madrid. We're talking about a specific moment in the past, last summer. So we need the past simple tense. I, to Madrid, but I have never been to San Sebastian. What's the answer? I have been to Madrid. I'm talking about my whole life up until now. So at some point I went to Madrid, but it doesn't matter when. At some point in my life. It's the present perfect. I, in Madrid for a couple of weeks, and I'm still going to stay for another week. What's the answer? I have been in Madrid for a couple of weeks. So I'm talking about the whole period of time between when I arrived 2 weeks ago and now. I'm still in Madrid now. So it's the present perfect. How many did you get right? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and get your free grammar booklet from the link in the video description. And I'll see you next time. Bye!